Hello everyone, welcome to IGNOU MEG classes. In this video, we are going to look at Unit 4 of Block 2 of MEG 19. The Federation of Australia, Nationalism, Events and Literary Voices. The creation of the Commonwealth of Australia in 1901 marked a pivotal moment in the nation's history, uniting 6 separate colonies into a single federation. This achievement was the culmination of decades of political, social and cultural developments, fueled by the growth of Australian nationalism and reflected in the literature of the period. In the late 19th century, Australia was divided into 6 self-governing colonies under British rule: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia and Tasmania. Each colony managed its own defense, trade and immigration policies, which often led to inefficiencies and conflicts. Several factors drove the push for federation. Economic concerns, such as the need for free trade between colonies, encouraged cooperation. Defense was another significant factor, with fears of foreign invasion highlighting the need for a unified approach. Additionally, the development of infrastructure like railways and telegraph systems underscored the benefits of a centralized government. The rise of nationalism and a growing sense of shared identity further strengthened calls for federation. A series of conventions held between 1890 and 1898 allowed representatives from the colonies to draft the Australian Constitution. After approval by referendums in each colony, the British Parliament passed the Commonwealth of Australia Constitution Act in 1900, and on January 1, 1901, the Commonwealth of Australia was officially established. The growth of nationalism. The late 19th century witnessed a surge of Australian nationalism fueled by several factors. The gold rushes of the mid-century had brought wealth and prosperity, creating a more confident society. Additionally, a distinct Australian identity began to emerge, characterized by egalitarianism, mateship and pride in bush and rural life. The movement for workers' rights, particularly the 8-hour workday, further united Australians under shared values of fairness and justice. Events like the Eureka Stockade of 1854 became symbols of resistance and democracy. Nationalist organizations such as the Australian Natives Association played a critical role in promoting federation and the idea of a unified Australia. The cultural sphere also contributed to the growth of nationalism. Artists, poets and writers began to celebrate Australia's unique landscapes, people and way of life, fostering a sense of pride and unity. Writers of the Federation period. The Federation period produced a wealth of literary works that reflected and shaped Australian identity. Writers like Henry Lawson and Banjo Paterson captured the spirit of the Australian bush and the struggles of everyday people. Lawson's short stories, such as The Drover's Wife, highlighted themes of resilience and isolation, while Paterson's ballads like The Man from Snowy River celebrated the rugged beauty of rural Australia. Other significant writers included Barbara Benson, whose works such as The Bush Studies offered a more critical and realistic portrayal of life in the Australian outback, particularly for women. Ethel Turner's 7 Little Australians was a popular children's novel that explored family life and youthful adventures in Australia. These writers, along with others such as Rolf Boldrewood and Miles Franklin, contributed to the cultural fabric of the Federation period. Their works not only celebrated Australian life, but also addressed social and political issues, reflecting the values and aspirations of a nation on the cusp of unification. The creation of the Commonwealth of Australia in 1901 was the result of decades of political negotiation, economic necessity, and growing national pride. The late 19th century's rise in nationalism unified Australians with a shared identity, while the literature of the Federation period immortalized the dreams and challenges of this transformative era. Together, these elements laid the foundation for a strong and cohesive nation. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.